What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So Colin Cowherd dropped his ranking of NBA players he'd select in a winner-take-all game. So I think he's giving his top 10 players of absolute last shot, game on the line. Who do you want taking it, ranking from his 10th to his best guy? So like always, if you do enjoy these videos, drop a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And I will leave a link to this video down below. I just can't wait for Fox to copyright it. It's so funny because they'll copyright every single Colin Cowherd reaction video I do, and then I say this is a reaction video, like I'm disputing it, and then it gets disputed 3 days later. It's like, why do we even waste our time like handling this before? I don't know. Let's just get into the video.
LeBron is still viewed by over half the NBA's general managers. If you had a winner-take-all game, it's a game 7. Who would you take? Who would you take?
I think right now the person I would take, it's between two. I know Kevin Durant's one. Kevin Durant's the player I would take. I honestly think 2 would still be LeBron, but I think like 3 would be Lillard. No, I think 2 would be Lillard, 3 would be LeBron.
As the player,
honestly, Kyrie
in a game 7, a winner take all, and LeBron for half the general managers was at least half would be the guy.
I think I would go KD.
So I'm going to give you my 10.
I don't see it.
Who would be my 10 through 1, my 10 guys I would take a game 7? I would start with Jason Tatum of the Celtics, and the reason I think he's still ascending.
Okay.
He's a little inconsistent sometimes, a little bit with his shooting, but he was the second leading scorer in the fourth quarter in the playoffs this year behind only Kevin Durant. So the thing I like about him, he is never reluctant late in games. He's a very aggressive kid who is always willing to take the shots. I'd put him, this shows you how many good players we have when he's 10. 9 would be Donovan Mitchell, who can play both ends of the floor. You know, the last 2 years in the playoffs, he's the leading scorer.
Like, what does it matter if you can play both ends of the floor? Isn't it just who you want for a... Oh, it's a winner-take-all game, not shot. Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. I thought it was shot. That's why I said Damian Lillard so high. Okay. So, yes, I would take LeBron 1, then probably Kevin Durant 2, then probably Curry 3, and then maybe like Giannis 4. Kawhi 5, yeah, that's probably how it'd go. Okay, then it makes a lot more sense. That's why I said Damian Lillard so high up, because I thought it was winner take all shot. Gotcha.
34 a game. When Mike Conley got hurt and they really relied on Donovan Mitchell's offense, he delivered.
Colin looks very upset in this video. I wonder what's going on. Did he just not want to do this segment? I don't know. He doesn't seem very interested or enthusiastic about it.
He doesn't score much either, so... It's pretty impressive when everybody in the arena knows it's Donovan Mitchell. I thought he had an amazing postseason this year. I put Damian Lillard at 8 because I think he's a better pure shooter than Donovan Mitchell, but he's not as good a defender. He has been great in clutch games. Dame is 4-1 in games 6 or 7 in his career. He is next to Steph Curry, or maybe better than Curry, the best clutch player. Now, he's going to give a lot up on the defensive end. He's small, not much of a defender. So I put Harden at 7, a little bigger athlete. And I also think James, he's in his prime right now. I think James' ability to distribute this year was really impressive. When Kevin Durant got hurt, he got all these young net players and these kind of C-level players involved. I thought it was the first time I was really all in on Harden. I would put Luka 6, and you could go either way. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but I think Luka's going to take another step this year. He's only 22. So as good as Luka is, I think he's going to be in a little better shape. He's coming off that great 17-1 record in the international competition with Slovenia, and I think he'll be an even better player this year, whereas Harden, I think we've seen the best of James. Number 5, Steph Curry.
Okay, so he definitely doesn't have Kyrie on this list, or it doesn't seem like he has Devin Booker. The top 4, interesting. It's between, it's going to be KD, Kawhi, Giannis, and Kevin Durant.
On the defensive
Curry
end,
at 5.
6 of the last 9 years, he's been leading three-point shooter. He's been in a ton of big games. I may have him too low at 5. Again, can be a little erratic with the ball in his hands. He's got some turnovers, and he's not much of a defender. Always trust him in a big spot. 4, when he's healthy, Kawhi Leonard. He's such a great get a bucket, get a stop guy. Now, again, we know he's going to be hurt. He's not going to be here most of next year, or at least half of it. But if you look at his career, he has been defined largely by being at his best in big games. And again, he can defend multiple position players. So, and that matters, by the way, in these situational games. Can you get the stop? And he can. Number 3, and I would not have had him nearly this high before the playoffs. I thought Giannis delivered. He still can't shoot.
Colin, after round 2, after they beat the, or they were down like one game, what was it? They were down 2-0 to the Nets. I think he had Giannis, not even a top 10 player left in the playoffs. Yeah.
But he plays, I mean, listen, in transition, he's unstoppable. Within 4 feet, he's unstoppable. And he keeps working at his free throws. And I thought, you know what? I've never thought of him as clutch per se, but he's got such a unique personality. He's totally unbothered by the noise. He just doesn't care. And I love that about him, so I'd put him at 3. I think I'd put LeBron at 2. LeBron is not the defender he used to be, but he is such a Swiss Army knife. You can ask LeBron, like Magic Johnson, I need 25 points, I need 18 assists. LeBron can do anything. He is not the defender he once was. And, would he be around for a game 6 or 7? There are these injuries things now I am thinking about with LeBron. And I would put him just behind Kevin Durant, number 1, who I think is the greatest offensive player in the game. And for the record, Durant doesn't get enough credit for this. He can guard multiple positions and is a very willing defender. Kevin's not strong, so he's not real trunky, so you can push him around a little. But Kevin can really defend, and he doesn't get a lot of credit. Kyrie's awful. Harden's not very good. Kevin Durant can defend. And I think he's the greatest offensive player
Harden's
right now.
Might be better. All right, defender than KD. So we can kind of look at his list because he's just explaining his Kevin Durant pick now. So yeah, here's Colin's top 10 list. I think guys that he possibly left off that you would consider being on this top 10. I'm not going to say he should be in this top 10, but what he did for the Bucks in the playoffs, you could have Middleton, you would have Jimmy Butler, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Paul George. I would say those are some of the guys you can consider to have on this list. Nikola Jokic or Joel Embiid didn't even make the cut. He went with all these wings, and the only big was Giannis Antetokounmpo. All right, I just realized that. No Jokic. I think I would have to have Jokic on this list. I think I would. I would probably move off. I'm surprised to see Donovan Mitchell on this list. I think he could be a little bit high up, and I would probably boot him off and have Jokic on there. And then at 10, you would really have to make a decision between like Kyrie Irving, between Paul George, between Joel Embiid, Trae Young after what he did in the playoffs. I don't know. It's interesting to see that he has Donovan Mitchell that high, but everybody else on that list probably deserves to be there. Yeah, 100%. So my top 5 would probably go KD, LeBron, Curry, Giannis, Kawhi. Maybe that would be my top 5 at the moment. So let me know your top 5 down below. If you guys did enjoy the video, drop a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, do you disagree with Colin? Do you disagree with me? Let me know down below. So yeah, can't wait. Let me know what you guys think down below. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.